We finally made it. Look at the view of the city. It looks so tiny from up here. I can cover it with my thumb. The drive was totally worth it. Just 6 hours. And it could have been less if it weren't for that car accident blocking the road. Can you feel the breeze just hitting your face? The food. I'm praying it's still warm. In heat insulating lunchbox? When did you buy that? Lucky me, having such a smart girlfriend. It's actually still warm. Here, you grab the food and drinks, and I'll set up the fire and blanket. Alright, I'm gonna go grab some wood to start the fire with. We have the fire, blanket, the food, the drinks, and... I'm missing something. A kiss. I know, that was pretty corny. But, can't lie, that was pretty smooth as well. I just wanna lay here and admire the stars. Come here. There's a spot right beside me with your name on it. Look at all those stars. Stars are such a fascinating thing. How they form, how they die, constellations that are made. They're so... You know that weird thing I do where I just stare at your eyes and never seem to look away? Yeah, the creepy thing I do. Hey, yeah, it's embarrassing, but I'm gonna be honest, I have no control over it. Oh, anyways, I stare at your eyes because your eyes, they sparkle like these stars. I don't think I've ever told you this, but I grew up stargazing. Every night I went up the cliff behind the house I lived in, a country house in the middle of nowhere, and I just lay on the floor, staring at the stars. No obligations, no stress, no homework. I just look up at the stars and all my problems seemingly went away. I'd say it was comforting, but honestly that's an understatement. I don't think I could put that feeling into words. If I could, then we'd be out here for hours. After I moved to the city, I couldn't look up at the night sky and see stars. Coincidentally, my first night in the city was actually one of the loneliest nights of my life. Didn't have the one thing that was always constant. Stargazing. I was always there no matter how good or bad my day went. There's not a single star in sight while in the city. There's too much light pollution. That night I cried. I probably sobbed so hard that the entire city block could hear me. Eventually I got used to it. Got used to not looking up at the stars. No, crying. After almost every night, I'd just close my eyes and just try to envision what the stars used to look like, but it never really felt the same. It sounds stupid. Part of me was missing. But when I met you, when you entered my life, I felt an odd, familiar connection. At first, I didn't know what it was, but the more we started talking, the more time we spent around each other, I realized when I stared at you, I stared as if you were a star. That same comforting, warm feeling in my chest when I stargazed, I felt it again. I've never felt so fulfilled and complete in such a long time. That's when I knew that I wanted to be yours. I'm so glad to have a person like you in my life. So glad. I love you so much. That was one passionate kiss. I think I want another one.